Alright, connection, are you gonna behave? You're going to behave for at least longer than 2 seconds would be great, but I know that we don't have a good relationship, you and I, Mr. Connection, but I'm going to need you to behave, please. It's really not that difficult. I know you're capable. Just, you know, chill out, dude. Let's see, refresh this. Maybe I can get it to actually... Did everything just break? Okay, there's no way my connection is that bad. There's no way. Bruh. Well, I think I mean, it says I'm live now, but boy, is it not acting like it. It is struggling. At least the browser is, for whatever reason. Okay, there. Now I can actually see this. Please. Okay. Cool. Now, I'm going to give it a little bit while I check over on YouTube. Is YouTube being cool? Are you being not cool? Now, I'm going to give it a... Okay, I think it's okay on YouTube. I see that... Okay, I see me. That's me. Okay, good. Now... does the restream chat work? And give it a second. I'm gonna say it's a negative. It's a big old negative. I forgot how to get that to work. Well, I guess I could always just check it back randomly. Oh, this is stressful. Just chill out, man. Okay. If I go over here, where do I get the boobly-doobly? There is out of recommended for Twitch. It's not supposed to go over 5,000. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Absolutely flarblegarbled on that. Okay. Just like can't believe you can't. Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Chat settings. I want... Yes, relay mode. But now... Site can't be... Well then refresh it. What do you want? Okay, I just reloaded the whole thing. Oh, there we go. I think it's working now. Hold on. Let me check it out. Okay, now I'm gonna pop over here on YouTube and hey, there we go. Okay. Now we're in business. Okay, so that was a bunch of extra time that I wasted. So, whoopsie daisies, I guess. I can actually get down to business. Okay. But, what is business? Business is, hello everybody, if you're watching the VOD or the YouTube, this is a quick little test in the middle of the night, and all that good stuff. Me working on this blockchain project from HyperSkill. So, my style is to get it to work first, and then make it better looking. So far, I am not that great at that good looking part, but I try my best. My brain is trying to do 5 things at one time, and now my brain is failing. I am panicking. I am panicking. I'm shutting down. Okay, I'm back. Now I can actually do this. Oh wait, I need to get my phone, and I need to have it not on Chinese. Okay, and I can have my phone sitting comfortably over hither, and then I'll be able to see chat while I'm working on my thing. Okay, so what do we have here? I'm already a good chunk of the way through this, though. So it's not like I'm starting from the beginning of the project, but what we have right here is, here's main. Got some nice little stuff on it. And it takes a BlockChain collection from a list, streams it, maps it to string, and then prints each one out. This is all flabberly garbly for Cryo, which is a serialization doodad that I played around with for a bit. However, the test wanted it, or the test for HyperSkill wanted you to implement Cryo, but apparently there's a bunch of issues with Cryo failing the test for whatever reason. So I just have this here if I want to implement Cryo, and then comment it out for when I don't want it to do its thing. Oh wait, that's red. ADHD acting up. Hold on. I gotta zoom over. I gotta make my very first Twitter post on this account. Very cool, much wow. I look forward to everybody skipping that, because it's not a cute anime girl. But hey, at least you gotta try, right? Okay. Focus? I'm focusing. Maybe. Man, this is hard with ADHD. Okay. So here's my little cryo implementation. I can't take credit for something I didn't do, but all of this is AI generated. I've been having fun playing around with AI stuff. I did check through it, so I mean, it's not like I just did it and left it. What they do, the arduous task of writing sentences, which everyone knows writing words is very hard. But Cryo, just a nice little API for serialization, deserialization of stuff. So I got that, and don't need to touch it anymore. I got my block class that has all this fun stuff, has a Lombok. Got the miner number for whichever thread is the one that succeeds in getting a proved block, the ID of the block, timestamp of when it was made, the magic number that constantly is changing until it gets the right hash that has the right amount of leading zeros, previous hash, current hash, the current hash of this block, previous hash of the previous block. Got the chat logs, keeps track of little chats that happen while the block is generating. All that right now is just prints out random sentences out of nowhere. I'll show that in a second. Just to, you know, have it there. But in reality, I'd like this to listen out for like a chat room or gather the chats from somewhere else. But for now, just, you know, something simple. Time taken is the amount of time it took to actually prove the Brock from Pokemons. And the number of zeros to change. So if the time taken is less than 10 seconds, it'll increase the number of zeros that it looks for. If it's over 60 seconds, it will lower it. So it's just a thing to kind of change around the time, so you're not waiting forever. Got a little constructor that starts off with a null block to set everything to a basic form, and then from there on it takes the previous block. Nice little 2-string to create this. This is for the HyperSkill test. It wants these. This, I'm still working on a tad. It's, close to what I want. It's a little bit wouldn't say ugly, but I feel like it could be better. But for now, I'm just trying to get it to work, which right now I think it does. But I'll need to test it a little bit more. This is hanging, but maybe move this like that. Do that. Do that. It looks a little bit better. Kind of wish this was a little bit further out, but yeah. I don't know if it's ADHD or just my brain in general, but I don't like scrunched up things like this. Or you'll have it when, you know, people have, have stuff, you know, super scrunched up, you know, like that and everything. I like things, you know, kind of spaced out, but that's just me. See, quick check. Okay, still going. I don't trust my internet, so if it just randomly crashed, then you can blame my internet. Although I should really say it's probably more of the wireless adapter and router. They're like 7 years old by now. Okay, over here we got the BlockChain class. Got a blocking queue, got a executed service. Third pool starts with 10. If it exceeds 10, it will increase it to 20. If it goes back down to 10, anything not being used will be kept alive for 30 seconds, and then it will be discarded. There's one queue. I got the abort policy there. Trade policy, this is where the main stuff happens. I feel like I should split this up to make it better, but every time I try to do that, it just makes it more complicated, to be honest. This is, so far this seems to be good enough. This I don't really like, but I need it for the test because it wants the first block to be an empty chat block. So this is more of a pseudo thing, because I mean, if you're really making a blockchain, nobody would even know the chat exists, so you wouldn't even have to worry about the first block having anything on it, but since it's a test, you know, what can you do? So, don't worry about that. I got an atomic boolean that every time the block finish is being proven, which is when it gets to the correct number of leading zeros, it will flip the switch here and it will stop this from continuing its task. What this task does is it just generates random sentences that it just found on the HyperSkill page. This isn't, I mean, you can kind of do this however you want. That's just how I did it. It's just whatever. Got these, and it just keeps picking a random one of these and returning it as a list, and then that's the chat log. Like I said, you know, it's not anything crazy, just for the sake of tests and, you know, just like trying it out. Let's see, what did I leave off? Doing that. Here, I send the task of create a callable list to the executor service. And what a callable list does, we go scrolly, 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 scrolly. I scroll past it. There you are. Right here. Just takes, loops 20 times, maps the maps this to the new callable object, collects it as a list, and sends it to the executor service, because you invoke all and invoke any need that list of tasks. So I just make 20, submit it to him, in the first one that completes gets returned, all the others get discarded. At first I was trying to play around with like different synchronization stuff, and I was like, maybe I need to use volatile or something. But the problem I was running into was a lot of the times it would slow it down, because using stuff like that, it only gives a thread access to it, or one thread access to it. And then when you're trying to send a bunch of tasks to generate something, because you only want one to succeed, you don't need all of them to succeed. So then I found out that that's basically the entire point of invoke any, You throw a bunch of tasks at the wall, and the first one that's like, hey, I have succeeded, master. And then it comes back, and then you take that. And the music stopped. Oh god. I'm still okay. For now. If the music stopped, that usually means I'm about to explode. That's not good. That's not good at all. I mean, everything seems okay for now, so maybe it was just a little hiccup. Let me refresh that. I need to have my music. When I'm coding, I have to have my cyberpunky mid-tempo bass electronic music because it makes me feel real cool and stuff. Why is this not loading? Is YouTube dying? Have I killed YouTube with my poor explanation of my project? One moment, please. Oh, a lot of stuff just broke. Very cool. Very cool. Which means this probably, if I go, this probably would not work. Am I right? Or what? I indeed would be right. Man, it'd be real cool if stuff could just work properly and not explode every 2 seconds. That would be real cool. I guess that's why I'm taking the time to experiment. Because at this rate, I might have to wait to do more streaming or something. So I can get a more reliable. Yep, and there goes that. I mean, on my OBS it still says that I'm going fine, but all of my browser stuff has crashed. So I don't know what to trust. Why? This is some shenanigans, man. I don't deserve this. Hey, well at least that came back, although I forgot where I was, like, here I think? I think that was a previous song, but whatever, close enough. Okay, is the chat working again? Okay, the chat is... Why does it do that? My browser just stopped working. Don't stop. But, like, OBS was fine. I figured that if a hiccup happened to my connection, everything would explode. The OBS held strong. Man, browsers these days... Browsers these days. Am I right, fellow kids? Okay, what was I on before I got ADHD distracted? Alright. So that is why I had that. Don't stop. Returns that proved a block once I have that. Then here's that atomic boolean that turns off the message collection future thing. And then I get message collection future. What they get. And then I set the chat logs on the block, and then everything is cool. Then I add that block to the BlockChain, which is that list that I return that I mentioned at the very beginning of this stream, VOD, video, whatever that you're watching right now. And then I shut that bad boy down and give it a little spank on the rear later on. This is too generic, but I'll worry about that later. Here's the generate proved block. It takes a block and the number of zeros that it needs, which always starts off at 1. Then I make a little block copy, because if I just had a regular block, it would never work for whatever reason. You know, threads and stuff. Threads be whack. Got my timer here, and then while the block copy does not... while it does not start with the leading number of zeros, it will keep making a new magic number, which is just a random number. It'll set the block with a new magic number, and then it'll set the current hash to whatever the result of my create new hash method spits out. Create new hash method. We'll actually go look at that right now. Create new hash. I believe it's over here. It is this right hither.
Don't stop.
I don't know why that got put there. Whoops. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, there we go. I was super confused there for a second. It was hiding from me. It was scared. As it should be.
Don't stop.
So, takes that block, runs it into the create hash string block method I got here. Which is another thing that just I don't even need to show. It just takes the block and it makes a string out of all of the class variables. Man, my brain is dial-up connection.
Don't stop.
So that's a string, and that's how I get my hash, by setting it to the SHA-256. And that's how I get my hash browns. See what I'm over here. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Stop.
There we go. And I set the current hash there. Yep. And then when we're done, I record the time taken on the block, and I get whichever miner was the successful lad, and then I return that. And yep, I've got some other little things here for the callables and all that stuff for the execution services and all that good stuff here. I think I covered everything important over here. Oh yeah, here's the hash browns. For the sake of more uniqueness out of the hashes, I'll probably come back later and add some other bits. For now, I've just kind of kept it as this basic stuff. But if I add in the chat logs and all of that, it'll make it much more unique of a hash, which would be better. Here's my little implementation to adjust the number of zeros. It could probably be better, but you know, I think it's still pretty neat. It's easily readable in my opinion, you know? Nice and simple. Not anything crazy. That's basically it for the tour of the video. So where did I leave off? I left off last time where I got my chat recording thing that finally finished. That took a really, really long time. I was on the struggle bus to get that to work for a while. Let me tell you. I got to this point, but I would always have trouble to where either I got a error because I was interrupting and all of that, and then I learned about atomic booleans, which can't take credit for that either. AI helped me with that one.
Don't stop.
I knew what they were, but I didn't really think that I could use it as a flag outside of the method it was running and like the task and everything. I didn't realize you could do this basically, where you could just call set. Like, that was a really cool feature. Thing with AI is a little bit of an ADHD tangent again, that I've learned from using it over the short period of time is you can kind of do it one of two ways. You can either do it the super lazy way where you don't even try to think about how to do it, you just get the answer, whatever. Or you could work on it yourself for a little while, and then when you get stuck, you start asking for help. And then every time you get something to work, you kind of use active recall to think about it. Get it stuck in your brain juices. Okay, I'm not feeling this song. I'm gonna change. Really skip forward. No, go to the next one. Okay. So, that's my kind of opinion. You can either use it to just be lazy, you can help it as a learning tool, kind of depends on you. But I wouldn't have even known this existed prior to doing that, and now I do. So now I feel like I am better because of it. I think that summarized everything that was important. Here's that message collection task. I didn't realize you could do this. That's a cool little thing. And now it's time for some testing on HyperSkill, although I'm going to need to probably shift around a couple of things for that. Instead of display capture, I should have this as window capture. So I got this, but as you can see, my OBS is showing. So how about I change this over from a display capture to a window capture would probably be kind of good. I mean, there is a browser capture. I should probably just use that. Although I'm gonna have to resize this bad boy. Oh wait, no, it's not what I want. That is, in fact, not what I want. Yes. I would like Mr. OBS to have a window capture. Yes. Capture the HyperSkills, and then I'm gonna need to shrinkify this bad boy down so you can see. I wish I could not have my millions of tabs that are open showing. Please don't make fun of me. That here. Surely there's a way I can. I'll have to look at that later. I don't want to spend too much time on fiddling. It's a little bit small, but what does this look like on stream? Because on OBS is super small, but it might be a little bit better on. It's not. I mean, you're not gonna really be able to read it, but at least you can see what I'm doing. Although it looks kind of blurry. I wonder why that is. Probably because I shrunk it. Well, what would be the best way to go about this? Maybe just make it bigger. Just do that for now. Do that, and then I guess I can just swap around while looking at it. So this is what it wants me to have. What's the stage? The stage is all about the chat messages and everything. So I'm gonna boot up their version of the IDE. And then wait for that to load up. That has to finish indexing and all that. And then I need a secondary. Oh wait, this is what I could use my window capture for. Wait, I can just change it back over. So I can go from here, and I can go over to. No, that's. Which one is the right one? So this is the HyperSkill version of the project for the IDE. As you can see, it's in a different format. It doesn't have the full Gradle format, but it has all the other good stuff. I'm going to snipple. Sniffling complete. Okay. Gotta wait for it to finish doing its shenanigans. So, how's everybody doing? I think it's about time to switch over to a different music thing. How about this one? I don't think I've listened to this one. It's only 5 days old. I'm sure there's going to be an ad, though. Ads are scary. Uh-oh. Why is it taking so long? Opera GX, you're supposed to be faster than that. You're making me look bad. Oh. See, I called it out, and then it started to work. Very cool. Okay, is it done indexing finally? Nope. Still building. Well, while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go back over to mine.